Okay, we're recording and welcome. Thank you for jumping on our weekly training. And I don't know, I guess it is a training, right? It's like a brainstorm. But tonight we have a guest speaker. But before that, I want to cover just a couple of super quick updates for you. Next week, we're going to have a special time. So if you're watching this recording like way after the fact, then obviously this doesn't apply for you. But we do have a special time for this coming week, which is the 30th. On the 30th, we will be meeting at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Eastern time, because we actually have Josh Coates will be coming on, and he's going to be doing a special training just for our team. So I'm so excited, you guys. If you haven't heard of Josh Coates, just look back a couple weeks to a training that we did. We actually jumped on one of his trainings. He had like over 300 or 400 people on it. So I'm so excited and stoked that I was very honest with him. I said our team trainings are kind of small, but here we go. So, and I did open it up to a couple of the other leaders and mentors. So I'm excited about that. So please mark your calendar. It is a special day and time. It's going to be this link though. So this same exact link. We'll make sure that we get the word out to everybody as well. I think there's an email going out also. So I'm excited about that. Also, we are in the final, I believe the final week for Ultimate Portion Fix, all those discounts that's going on. Please go into your Coach Online office and check out the info there about that. I know that I am going to be ordering mine. So if you're like, do I need it, Holly? I'm hearing that I have not yet purchased mine. I'm going to purchase it this coming week because I want to get the deal. But I've heard that it is different. I've heard that it is better than 21-day fix, which so many of us fell in love with. So if you've not yet purchased your completion package of Ultimate Portion Fix, then I'm going to encourage you to do that. Now, here's the other thing too about Portion Fix, or about Ultimate Portion Fix. This is a really good time for you to engage with your current customers, maybe people who haven't purchased something in a little while, maybe people who've fallen off. It's a really good time for re-engagement, right? Because we're always looking for ways to bring life back into our business, especially when we're approaching the end of a month. So I use opportunities like this in order to truly relaunch and re-inspire and reinvigorate and ignite your customers, your coaches. Maybe your coaches have gone inactive, but you can look on there now in the subscription section. You can see, do they have Beachbody on demand? So you'll know which package that you can recommend to them. Are they currently on Shakeology? Maybe they can get a different nutritional, or just find a solution. But I love to captivate on these, not captivate, but capitalize on these timely matters, because it really helps when we have like a deadline that we know is a legitimate deadline. I find that we push it a little bit harder. We're a little bit more strong with the people that we're talking to, because it is not our deadline. It's not like we can extend it when we want. So that's my encouragement for you. Look at all the details there if this interests you and getting started with that. Other than that, we have a little bit more than a week left with May Push. So if you're in with us with May Push, so excited. Everybody is doing great. The chat thread is going crazy all the time. If you feel like you're missing something, please just go back. You can find all of the trainings for May Push in the section called May Push in the Team Fit Finances Facebook group. And you can always find all of the older recordings. So I go back a couple months at least. Every time I have a recording for a team training, it is now going into May Push. So that is our new team training archive. Okay. Thank you guys. And without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Heather, who is going to give us some amazing tips and tricks on how to save money at Summit. All right, Heather, take it away.
Thanks, Holly. So I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a bookkeeper and budgeting is my thing. So I want to share with you my Summit story. I signed up to be a coach in 2014, and I was told by my coach that signed me up. I got a text. Okay. I wasn't sure if I froze. I was told by my coach to go to Summit, but I didn't really understand what Summit was. I didn't understand why did I need to go? And she wasn't going. So if it's so important, why aren't you going? And at the time, it was in Vegas, and I live in California, so it was a 4 or 5 hour drive. I totally could have gone, but I didn't. And I think that hurt me. I could have started off my business on the right foot, and I didn't. I feel like I started off a couple steps behind because I didn't take advantage of the amazing opportunity that Summit is. If you don't know what Summit is, I posted a video today. It's the promo video that Team Beachbody put out. And what Summit is our annual meeting. So imagine Super Saturday on mega steroids. I don't know if we're allowed to say steroids. But it's huge. It's, 20,000 coaches. The energy is so amazing. You can't help but to get excited about your business. You can't help but to get excited about your own health, weight loss, or whatever your goals are for your health. You're just immersed in that environment, and it is so awesome to be there. And I'm so bummed I missed it my first year. I posted a video, the promo video, in Team Fit Finances. So go back and watch that if you get a chance. I was going to play it for you, but I ended up having to do this call from my phone and from my office because I didn't leave work on time. So that's what Summit is. It's super, super important. So go. I'm going. I'm encouraging you to go. I'm not sitting home and like, you should go, but I'm not going to. Go to Summit. Another reason why it's important to go to Summit, even if you're not connected to your upline, even if your personally sponsored coach is not going, even if your friend who you signed up with is not going, you are part of a huge family that is Team Fit Finances. We are all under the umbrella of Holly Hireman, who is our amazing leader, and she is very active. And if you are seeing this video, you know that. And Holly will be there. And Holly throws a get together. I don't think it's been planned yet, or I'd give you the date on that. No? Okay. So Holly will throw a get together. But even if, say, the get together is on Saturday and Summit starts on Thursday, last year, Holly made a group text, and probably will do that again this year. And they'll probably, she'll post things in Team Fit Finances so we can find each other. So if you go by yourself, connect to somebody in Team Fit Finances, and you'll be with friends automatically. Okay, so go even if you're alone, no problem. I didn't, I wish I had. Okay, I covered why it's important. Okay, why it's important to go besides that stuff. You connect with your team. So Super Saturday is awesome. Remember how awesome Super Saturday is. It's bigger. So there are ladies who I work with, who I get to see at Super Saturday, like Holly and Kim and Jaren, just because we live within close proximity to each other. We're like a couple hours apart. But there are people who I'm working with now, like Priscilla Madison, who I have not met yet, who I'm going to meet at Summit. And I'm super excited about that. So there's probably people like your success partners. I believe Leona and Kim met at an event maybe, and they became success partners. But I mean, so you never know who's going to become your next best friend. Go to Summit. There are live workshops, and you are put into those workshops based on your rank. So you're not going to be thrown into a workshop for information that's above your head. You're going to be put in a workshop that's exactly where you're at in your business. You will learn something, promise. I'm referring to notes. Super trainers, hello. Who doesn't want to work out live with Shanti? Autumn Calabrese, Steggy's going to be there. Joel Freeman is going to be there. Jericho's going to be there. You get to work out live with them, and it is so much fun. You think they're cool on the video, be in a room with them. Crazy. Let me tell you about the super workout. All 20,000 people taking up an entire road. Now your workout is like this, so don't plan to get a really good workout. But it's so much fun, and the energy is crazy. Go to Summit. New product information. You will get new product information about things that are going to come up soon. So like Transform 20 was released in January, but we found out about it last summer at Summit. Same thing with new product lines that are coming out. You go to Summit, you will find out before anybody else. Take advantage of the workshops. There are extra workshops that are offered by, I know Melanie Mitra's doing one. It's not part of Summit. It's during Summit time at Summit. And so they are advertising those. There's a small fee for those. But Melanie Mitra's doing one. Is it Josh Coates that's doing Powered by M? Okay, that's a great one. I went to that one last year. Sean T is doing an event on Friday night. I believe it's a live taping of a podcast that he's putting out. So there's things happening outside of Summit. So if you didn't qualify for the Success Club party or the whatever VIP parties or the diamond parties or the super, big fancy parties, if you didn't qualify, there's other things happening. Go to Summit. Money saving tips. How are you going to get there? Okay. So flights, I have learned from my travels to book on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I don't know why, but there's a dip in the prices on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If you book on a Friday or Saturday, it's probably going to be $10 higher, $20 higher. So look at your flights. Another trick is to go on kayak.com, and that will give you pricing for Expedia and Priceline and I think like 5 different sites. If you register, meaning put in your email address and put in the flight information that you want, and then leave the site, don't book it, they'll email you, and they'll send you pop-ups on your phone, however you signed up, and they will tell you, hey, your flight is going up in price. Hey, your flight is going down in price. Hey, wait to book your flight because it's going to go down. Hey, you need to book your flight right now because the price is going up. Now, I watched the trends on this, and it's true. They don't send that out just so that you'll buy a ticket. I was going to go visit a friend in Washington, and then we ended up not going, but I watched the ticker because I was curious if it was like just a marketing ploy or if it was really true, and it was really true. So it kept telling me the price was going to go up, and the price did go up. So kayak.com was the name of that. Okay, so once you get to Summit, where are you going to sleep? Hotel rooms in that area are really expensive, especially once they found out that we were coming back. They jack their prices up, right? Because there's an event happening, they can make more money. Here's what you do. You find a friend, you find 2 friends, or you find 3 friends, and you share a room, you share a bed. I have a funny story. I have shared a bed with a few different coaches. One of them is Jaren. I'm sure you all know Jaren. She met my husband for the first time about a year ago, and the first thing she says to me is, "Hi, I'm Jaren. I've slept with your wife." So you think you won't make friends at Summit? You will make friends at Summit. I've also shared a room with somebody on a completely different team who I didn't know. And she came and went, and she hung out with her team, and I came and went, and I hung out with my team, and we shared a room, and it was great. I've slept 2 beds, 2 people per bed, and a person on a couch. If you don't have money, that's what you do, but get to Summit. If you have the money, book the $250 a night hotel room and enjoy your quiet and your relaxation. But if you don't have that luxury, make some friends. If you can't find somebody in Team Fit Finances, go to one of the other Beachbody pages and hook up with somebody who's not on our team. It's okay. We're all cool people. The Core. The Core is it's a big warehouse looking room. So it's like in a convention center. So it's a convention center room. It's huge. There's music blasting. There's lights going. It's high energy. And what they have in there is new apparel that hasn't been released yet. It's cool apparel. It's expensive apparel. My money saving tip for you is go to the back of the room. Well, last year it was in the back of the room, and look through the clearance bins. Now you've got to dig, but I found a tank top for $2. I found workout pants for $10. That is a great place if you want to buy things for your team, if you want to buy things for yourself, if you want to buy things for your husband, to motivate him to want to go next year maybe. But go check out the clearance because there's all different sizes and it's like probably last year's stuff, but it's super, super cheap. Also, I accidentally picked up a pair of pants that were full price. They were $45. And I was like, what am I going to do? Well, I ended up buying them. And I'll tell you what, actually I'm wearing them today. They are the most comfortable pair of pants I own, workout pants. And the quality is amazing. So even if it's clearance, even if it's $2, $5, $10, check it out because the quality is really great. If you want to buy the expensive stuff, you can, but I'm giving you the money saving tip. You can, okay, this is extreme. This is extreme. If you live nearby, within driving distance, say you're 8 hours away, and you have no money for a room, and you can't find a friend to share a bed with, you can drive, sleep in your car, and shower at a local gym. I'm just saying, that's extreme, but you could do it. In my younger days, I probably would have. So you can also figure out how much it's going to cost you to go to Summit, figure out your flight, figure out, you're going to eat anyway, so you don't really need to figure out your meals, but that's something else I'm going to cover. Figure out how are you going to get around town? Are you going to Uber? Are you going to stay really close and walk from the convention center to your hotel? Figure all that stuff out and contact me if you need help figuring that out. You know, numbers aren't everybody's thing, but they're mine, and I'm happy to help you. Figure that out, divide by 30, and that's how many challenge packs you have to sell or how many bags of Shakeology you have to sell in order to cover your cost to go to Summit. Meals. We have the option to sign up for box meals when we pick our workout. The box meals, I think, are a little bit expensive. And also, I think they do it for convenience, but I didn't do it last year, but what I noticed is that the lines were really long. We meet in the convention center, and they open up the little restaurants that are in there. Like, you can get a salad or a burger, and I forget what else is in there, sandwiches, stuff like that. And they're higher priced, but they're not so outrageous. So I would do that instead of the box lunches. There's also the Shakeology bar. I think it was $5 for a shake. That's another reason to go. Try things you've never tried before. They will have things at Summit that you can try. And if you're sharing a house, like an Airbnb house with people, or if you're sharing a hotel room with people, ask people to bring their samples so that you can try things. I was at a retreat and somebody brought the digestive stuff. And I had been wanting to try it, but I didn't want to buy it until I tried it. And anyway, so somebody brought it and I tried it and I realized that I loved it. And so now I buy it. So it's a really great place to try out things that you haven't already tried. Go to Summit. Okay. Challenge packs. Another thing you can do for travel is use your points, your credit card points. So maybe this will work for next year if you're not going to go this year. But do your Christmas shopping on your credit card, pay off your credit cards, but leave your points there. And just pay your monthly bills, like your utilities, on your credit card. Pay off your credit card, but leave your points alone. And then around this time next year, or then you'll be able to use the points on your card to pay for your flight or your rental car or whatever you need to pay for. So that's why I say, if you're not going to go to Summit this year, be on this call because I have tips for you too. Here's another tip for you if you're not going to go to Summit. They will broadcast the live general sessions on, I think they'll do a Facebook Live, probably in one of the groups, or maybe the page, the Coach 411. I don't remember where they do it, but they will broadcast those live, and so you can watch from home what we're seeing in the general sessions. Not the workshops, not where you learn the stuff, but the general sessions where they announce product and when they have speakers and stuff like that. And like the closing ceremonies and the opening ceremonies, you can watch that stuff from home. So you won't have to feel behind. Also, stay in touch with your team's Facebook page. So I know Holly has a group and a team page, and I think probably Kara Churchill and Leona and Ellen DeWard, and I don't know who else has their own team pages. Stay in touch check on those groups constantly, because they'll go live, they'll post pictures of products that have been announced, they'll post promo videos of what's been announced, and so you can stay in the loop even if you can't be at Summit. I think that's all I have. That's the end of my notes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. That was great. So good. And you know what? I actually, I'm always thinking about, because these are like busy events, right? So whenever I do something busy like that, I'm always thinking of ways to save time too, you know? So that's, and this is actually something that I started doing, I think, at Leadership this last year, because I was completely alone and I was like, I'm not going to like go and sit in a restaurant. You know, I hadn't planned to meet up with anybody or anything like that. So I always have my shakes whenever I go to conferences and stuff like that. There's never like super healthy food around. So I always pack like like little packages of nuts and like dried fruit. And, but then I started packing like instant oatmeal. So I just bought like packets of instant oatmeal and things like that, like stuff I could make in the room with the little coffee maker. So I brought packets of instant oatmeal. I just brewed like hot water every morning. So I'm like, I'm not going to physically go and eat, but I wanted more than a shake. So like a shake before I work out, I'd come back, I'd drink my Recover, I'd have my oatmeal, I'd go into the conference like all day, just like snack on nuts or, like fruit, whatever. And then I pretty much only bought like one meal every day. And that was like, I'm like, hey, I'm actually saving money. But for me, I was just trying to save time. And it was just a convenience thing because I didn't know how busy I was going to be. And so Summit's kind of the same way. Like you are running from thing to thing. And I know, Betty, you still have a room that you could transfer over to somebody if they're still looking for a room, correct? So Betty has a room. She and you guys, they had booked 2 rooms just in case, but now they only need the one. And so if anybody needs a room transferred to them, it's walking distance. Is that correct? Walking distance to the thing. So
like 2 blocks, I think.
2 blocks. So you can check that out. I actually still have a couch that's free. If anybody wants to do that, it'll be $100 for the entire time. So I still have a couch that's free, and it's going to be so fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. And does anybody else have anything else that they want to say about Summit, saving tips, or even just in general before we wrap?
Well, I can add to some of the money-saving things that we did last time is Leona and I got together and we ordered some things from Amazon Prime and had them delivered to the hotel. So they were sitting there waiting for us when we got there because everybody wants water. And they had water at all the events, but they were all empty all the time. So we ordered a case of water and split it amongst 4 people. So instead of spending $1 or $1.50 or $2 for a bottle of water, it was, 49 cents or whatever it was for a case. We had them deliver that. We had them deliver a small quart of almond milk so we could make Shakeology in the room, or our oatmeal. They delivered some snacks. So they were probably a quarter of the price is the snacks that you're going to find anywhere around the hotel. So unless you can pack it in your luggage, you can have Amazon Prime deliver that stuff to you. And I'm with Holly. I mean, we didn't eat anything other than what we brought with us, although we did buy the box lunch, and I never stood in a line. I just walked in, got my meal, and left. And so, we were always like right in every room. We never had to leave the hotel. It was really nice. But for breakfast and everything, we bought like the little oatmeal and had our almond milk and cut up a banana in it. And it was totally convenient because I remember thinking all I wanted to do when I woke up in the morning is get dressed and go. I wanted to get to the convention center. I wanted to find the room. I wanted to get in line. I wanted to get ready in my mind. So those save money and save time. So that was the best thing. Oh, and I bought it's a little blender. It's like about this big, but you plug it in and it's got enough power to make a shake or just about anything else you want. It's travel. I could fit it. It's like a makeup case size. Oh. I would invest in one of those. You could have it in your room because we had shakes every morning and they were blended. So we could add fruit and add digestive health or add oatmeal to the shake. So
good.
That's my 2 cents. That's what I would do.
Thank you. I know I do not recommend trying to stir anything, right? So at bare minimum, pack yourself a shaker cup, my friends.
Right.
Try it. Yeah. Because I was like, I had no other options, and I tried, and I was like, no, I can't even do it. So it was terrible. but definitely. So thank you guys so much, and please, even if you're like, I'm not coming to Summit this year, or you are, no matter what, please get this video to your team. It will be a game changer for your team. You know, a lot of us, we do these trainings. We're the ones that are committed. We're in, we're like all in, but we need to make sure that our teams get there, right? The more people on your team that get there, the more your check goes up. And every dollar that you put in, you can expect to reap that back tenfold. So always remember that. So thank you guys so much for your time. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Holly.
Great job, Heather.
Thank you.
Thank you, Betty.
Great job, Heather.